Okay, welcome to the Let's Enjoy Piano Self-Expression Method. We're looking at one of the most famous songs ever played. Every day it's played more than any other song. And if you guessed Happy Birthday, you're right. That's something every beginning pianist should know. There's always a birthday happening every day in a family, one way or the other. Or even to play it for yourself, why not? I put down a tutorial on improvising 8 different styles of Happy Birthday. We're just going to take a couple of the ideas, but let's just look at the construction of Happy Birthday. If you look at the left hand, this is basic beginner lesson for Happy Birthday. C chord in the left. If you had a C chord in the right, it would be match position. When we go up, we start not on the 3rd, but we start on the 5th of C in a G position. It's like an extended position. Really, you're playing the C chord in a more expanded position. And the notes are, right from the G position, you can, what I call the melody centering position. And that's what, if you don't have a copy of the book, pick it up. It explains melody centering, memorize as you play, and plurality. One chord is part of another. And it's a very innovative book with ideas that are real world, practical for improvising popular music. So basically, when you're just starting with any song, you look at the chord construction. It's going to be match position C, or it's going to be extended position. And this is the plurality. Within the C chord, there's an extension. The chord is the skip of the scale. And if you keep going up, each skip relates to the root. So you're in an extended position with Happy Birthday, and you're playing the G, which you can see blends with the C chord. That's the chord tone, and non-chord tone is A, and back to G. And then if you stay in this position, G, linearly, one note at a time, you can catch all the notes at the first part of Happy Birthday. You can catch, and then, so from a G position, linearly, you're playing the melody, one note at a time, and when you get to the B, that's when you switch to G. That's where G matches, the G chord has G, B, D, and there is the B note. You still stay in G position, meaning 1 on G, 2 on A, 3 on B, 4 on C, 5 on D. So you have, and that's called a pickup note. Happy Birth is when you come in with the second finger against the C chord. And that matches, you stay on G. That's the D note. And when you get to C4, that's the clue that you switch into C. One hand has to match the other. If it doesn't, it's going to match it very shortly thereafter. Like, that doesn't match C, but it goes right into a C, one of the notes of the C chord. So C, E, G, and all the notes of Happy Birthday kind of encompass a G position. So we covered all the notes of the G chord. You could almost go into another song in G. That's match position, everything is G. But in the beginning of C, and then back to, alright, that's a little improvisation. When you do your first medley, you have Happy Birthday and Jingle Bells together. And now it goes up to the high C, so they're matched, and a backward C. So you have to look across your both hands here. And then it goes to F chord, which is, that's an appoggiatura. You're going to learn Italian as well. You have a non-chord tone on a downbeat, but then it falls into a chord tone. So B does not blend with F. F is FAC. If you have the book, you should memorize page 3. That's the bottom of page 3, knowing all the chord families. C, E, G, D, F, A, E, G, B, F, A, C, G, B, D, A, C, E, B, D, F. That's the families, and each family has a major, a minor, etc. chord. But we're just working with the major chords here. C, and G, and F. So we come down, okay, and stay in position, hit the B with finger 4, so you can hit F chord with finger, in the F position, finger 3 belongs to A, so you have to stay in F position. Now you jump up to the C position, and you play 4, that's the F matches, then you go back to C, and there's half a C, that matches. Now 2, that doesn't match, so you got to switch chords, G, and back to C, to matches. So this is looking across both hands, looking at the harmony, which is the chord, and the melody weaves through the chord in certain ways. It may be the chord itself, or it may be extension of the chord, but the melody always relates back to the root of the chord. You might be able to catch the melody notes from a different position, but it all relates back to C. So here is the whole song slowly. Still stay in C. There's your clue to go to G, B. Right? You can add the G in if you want to. Stay here again. So we're still in G, everything matches, and we go back to C. Or you can, more advanced students, you can fill in the missing notes of C. Right? I'll show you that in a minute. Now you're here, now you go up, match chord, get into F position, 4-3. That's the doesn't match, but matches. The appoggiatura, non-chord tone into a chord tone. That's the chord tone. And back up to a C position here, high. There's F, matches F. C, because that matches C. And there's G, or, and then U, thumb, or C1 if you know the first inversions. So that's Happy Birthday. Should be in every book. You can't find it anywhere, only in children's books. Sometimes it's written all crazy, but that's the simplest way that I've played it all my life, just in the key of C. So therefore you can improvise on that. Let's just play it straight again, and let's roll the left hand. So you have a little roll in the left. That's a closed position roll. Then up here. And you can finish off C, E, G, C. Okay, so you get a lot of fun with that. I did a little that's for another lesson, but just enjoy it. Basically, the basic Happy Birthday. Look at the tutorial, 8 interpretations of Happy Birthday, and we'll touch on more of them as time goes on. But that's the basic Happy Birthday, that if you're playing with everybody, you can play it as a solo, or you can, when you play it as an accompaniment, everybody's singing, you just have to play the chords. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. And then happy birthday. C, 2. So you set up an accompaniment pattern. Okay, so you can have a lot of fun improvising, and I'll show you how to do different things. The book has all different ideas about how to do these things, and if you have any questions, write to me. Let's Enjoy Piano email at let'senjoypiano.com. If you want some basic online lessons, I do that. Look me up, look at the website, let'senjoypiano.com, and just have some fun at the piano. That's why it's called Let's Enjoy Piano, and it's very practical, and you'll be playing in an enjoyable way if you just focus on your chords and visualizing things at the keyboard. Okay, thank you very much. Take care.